So in this video, we're going to look at tool 4, outline and necessary. I hope you had some success with the priority wheel and you've got some real clarity about what are the priorities in your life, where are you at with them, and then applying those actions and really understanding that why. I think that's the important thing from there is you've got these priorities in your life, but why are they important? So outline and necessary, great word there. What is necessary in our lives? And on the reverse of that, what isn't necessary? So once we have absolute focus on what is necessary, we can then start moving forward and actually feel like we're actually working towards something. There's a concept that I call think on paper. When we can start to look what's necessary in our life, we can start to then put it onto paper and we can start to unpack our thoughts and we can start writing it down. Sometimes we have all these thoughts in our heads and it can get very confusing and very cloudy. And when we start to write and we start to think, it's such a powerful technique. And this is what this tool does. It helps you write things out. It helps you to step back and start to visualize things, especially those important parts of your life, the things that are really necessary. We have a great ability, we have this imagination, this creativity about see your future in advance. We can go to the future with our imagination and then we can bring it into our reality and we can start to think on paper and construct this plan about moving towards this future that we want. And it's around just trying to put it all together so we can see it. And this tool is a visual tool. So I have this up all the time in my spare room. Like I said, I see all my tools, be it in my diary or in my spare room, or I've got a vision board as well. And what they do, they sort of jolt my subconsciousness. They remind me of certain things. There is so many distractions in our world and we get distracted with television, other people, social media, lots of different things. And that pulls our attention. So when I use these tools, especially the visual ones, it just brings it to mind. It reminds me, this is what I'm working towards. This is what's really necessary. This is what's really important in my life. And it's just a tool. The words specify and aims have absolute clarity, detail. Specify, say it to yourself. Make those commitments. Have you really specified your aims? If I asked you that question, have you got real clarity and have you given that detail and specify what you're working towards? Could you say it in a sentence if it was specify the aims around your fitness, specify your aims around your personal well-being, specify your aims around your personal development? Could you really honestly say to yourself, yeah, I can really say to that in detail? And clarity is important. Once we can see where we go and we can hit it. Clarity, know where you're going. And this can then defend yourself from all the distractions because you are absolutely pinpoint, know where you're going and what you want. So when all these other things start to distract us, you can push them away or you can absorb them a little bit, but then come back to this aim that you're really working towards. It can give you that purpose. It can give you that meaning. So are you really clear about what you want when it comes to the necessary? Have you outlined it? So go to the tool 4, and again, the questions are there. You come up with the answers. What is the goal? What's the aim in your work life? What's the necessity there? What is it in your personal life? What's really important? What are in your finances? And what in your health? Now these can be short-term aims, medium-term or long-term aims. So short-term, sometimes I look for a month to 3 months. My mediums between 1 and 3 years. And my long-term is anywhere up to 5 years and beyond. So it's entirely up to you. Sometimes you can have a number of these having short-range aims, mid-range aims and long-term aims. So again, however you want to do it, think on paper. What do I want to achieve in the next 3 months in my work life, my personal life, in my finances, in my health? What is it I want to achieve in the next year? What is it I want to achieve in the next 5 years? However you want to approach it's entirely up to you, but really think about what's necessary. What is the first progression step? What's that first step that you're going to commit to take? So important, the application bit. Can you handle it? Don't write something there that you know might be, oh, that's going to be hard to handle. Yes, stretch yourself. Yes, come out your comfort zone for sure, but when you write that, that's a commitment. That's your first step. That's a 10 out of 10, I'm going to do that. And then, when by, make that commitment. When are you going to do it? Give yourself a time to work to. Something, again, that you can move towards by this date. And there's something I learned. Sometimes I have great intention on the time bit, and then it goes wrong. Don't get your head down. Just reset a new time. Challenge yourself, yeah, but when you don't do something that you said you were going to do, comes down to strength of character, and you can say, okay, no problem, I've missed that time, not a problem, I'm going to set a new one, and I'm going to set a new one. And again, it's that restart, keep resetting, keep restarting, keep resetting, keep restarting, and just expand the date. But put pressure on yourself to deliver. Make sure you deliver, make that commitment. So again, a great visual tool to sit, think on paper, find that quiet time, get that cup of tea and get that cup of coffee, sit there, really think it through. What is necessary? When I look back, what's going to be necessary over the short term and the long term when it comes to my aims? So I hope this tool helps. Thank you for your time, focus and energy, and I'll see you on the next video where I'll bring this module to a close. Thank you.